All right, what's up, guys? We're live? All right.
How we doing, guys? Happy Wednesday?
It's so hard to keep track of the days, but yes, Wednesday. Wednesdays are
Wednesday afternoon,
our Zoom talk, not morning.
not morning. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Still get the audio and everything.
What time we got right now? 4:56? Cool, good timing. It's kind of weird to not be able to like see people as we're just like talking to ourselves. Nice. Welcome everybody. Mark, Missy, Fabiola. Mark and Missy Patino. There they are. I knew you guys would join. Is that I'm gonna try to not mess up the name. Aurelia. Perfect. Finally. Got it. Let's hire it.
You guys hear us all right?
I can hear you guys.
You barely hear us? Oh, yeah.
What's up, Joe?
Mark did Aurelia's hair this morning. She has 3 ponytails.
Well, to be fair, Mark doesn't have much hair, so he doesn't have much experience in that aspect. So that's on you for trusting him, Missy. Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't just put on that cute pink hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. My kids don't let me do much to their hair. I'm surprised this has stayed in this long, to be honest with you.
It's a good look.
I have all these JoJo bows
Oh, JoJo.
in the bathroom. She'd wear them if Hayden wore them. That's for sure.
Joe, you ever rock a JoJo bow? The headband. Thank you for the headbands, Joe. That's
Oh yeah.
such a nice
I can't wait to
gesture.
rock mine.
Gonna be rocking it. Thank you guys so much.
You're going to join me wearing headbands, though?
Yeah, Fabi.
Yeah, Fabi, gotta keep up with the fashion trend, you know?
Love it.
Yeah. Our member Joe came by the Chino Hill studio and dropped off a bunch of headbands for the team, which I thought was such a nice gesture and a really nice note. So thank you, Joe, for that. Appreciate it, man.
All right. I think we can all hear us and everything. If anything at any point in the stream goes wrong with the audio and I can't hear it, please let me know in the Facebook and the Zoom chat.
Zoom chat.
There we go.
What's up, G? What's up, Kelly Kill? Who we got? Cat in the building.
Yes.
Hello.
So the sound is okay, guys. Thumbs up if the sound is okay. And then we're on Facebook as well, Ben.
Yes, we are on Facebook. as
Let
well.
John know he doesn't have to yell into the mic. Oh man.
You do what you want.
You guys make fun of
This
me because
guy-
I like when I
This
start
guy rumbles the
coaching,
entire room.
I have a very like loud coaching voice, which is not. It's weird.
You just got a loud voice
You
in
think so?
general, man.
I
Not
think
just
it's
when you
gotten
coach.
louder. Well, you wouldn't know, but back in the day, we used to have to coach without a mic. And use
Gotcha.
our
The
our
diaphragm,
stomach, or else
man.
the voice would
That's
get
where it
lost.
started, huh?
That's
So
what we
where
do
it
here
all
at
started.
All
Laverne.
right. Well,
So that's the story behind
feel
that.
ya.
I see Gina laughing. She knows what's up back in the day, just yelling over the music. Now we're big time now. We got microphones and a production team, so
We're
things
making it.
things are
We made
looking
it.
up. We made it.
blue check mark. Here we come.
All right, so it is now 5 o'clock. Welcome everybody to the stream. It is Get to Know Your Coaches number 2. We have Coach JSJ and Coach Jimmy. I'm Coach Ben, but I'll be just moderating your guys' questions. So if you have any questions for your coaches, feel free to ask them in chat. JSJ has Zoom up and I have Facebook up, and we will relay those messages, those questions as they come in. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead. Oh, we thought it would be a good idea to get to know your coaches, because once we do open up, there's a possibility of coaches going to other locations, and we will get to meet all of you in person. So we thought it'd be awesome if you get to actually meet your coaches and get to know us a little bit more on a deeper level than just in the workouts. And yeah, for all the challengers as well, who it's your first time meeting the coaches.
Yeah, do we have any?
Yeah, this is a great time for you to ask your questions. If you really are dying to know what Jimmy's favorite food is, now's your chance. That's how he gets the bicep
That's
gain.
actually a really good question.
Yeah, it is. I think I'll open up with that one.
Let me think that one over. I don't want to commit to anything yet.
All right. So then let's start with off the bat. To both of you, what made you guys want to get into the fitness industry?
Want me to kick it off? I'll kick it off.
All you.
Yeah, cool. Well, I mean, I think I've always just been athletic growing up, guys. I played sports growing up, football, baseball, basketball, played sports in high school as well. So I always had a reason to work out to keep my body in tip-top shape. I think when I really started taking it to the next level on the more training aspect of things, I think it's when I had a couple. I've had a couple serious knee injuries in the past. My first one in high school, I think it was my senior year of high school. Tore my ACL, lateral meniscus, medial meniscus playing football. And I didn't know what rehab was. I just wanted to get back out in the field. So the doctor would tell me to do certain stretches, do certain exercises. But I was a 17-year-old, 18-year-old punk. Thought I was Superman, and thought I didn't have to do what I needed to do. I just wanted to get back on the field, get a college scholarship, and continue to play at the next level. And ultimately, I did have an opportunity to play at the next level. I played football out in Illinois, played for Illinois State for a year on scholarship there. But then the unthinkable happened, and I tore my ACL again.
Damn.
Tore it twice, within a matter of 2 years. Same ACL, same surgery. For those of you who don't know, I now have a cadaver as an ACL. If you don't know what a cadaver is, it is someone else's body part.
Shoot.
It's crazy.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I believe it's a female's cadaver. So fun fact there, guys. Yeah.
Nice.
No wonder you like doing those twinkle toe
no wonder, yeah.
exercises. You always get me on my tippy toes, man.
Yeah.
Little ballerina, you.
And I feel strong.
Can't even blame it on you anymore.
I feel,
it's that cadaver.
Yeah, and it feels good. It feels strong. But going through 2 different surgeries, 2 different rehabs, that started taking a toll on other parts of my body, my flexibility, my hips, my hamstrings. My calves took a little bit of a toll, not a big toll, right? They're still there. But yeah, guys, and I just, I want to kind of spread the message of just taking care of your body, because if I would have done things the right way the first time around, I probably wouldn't had to have suffer another injury. And if I can relay that message to you members, it's you guys only got one body, you got 2 knees, 2 hands, 2 elbows, 1 spine, right? And and you want to be able to do this whole fitness thing for a long time. And I know some of you already deal with injuries on a day-to-day. And I think the older I get, the smarter I get with my workouts. And still doing my curls, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That's always a staple in the workout. But yeah, guys, you get one body. It's up to you what you want to do with it. I mean, if you want to strengthen a certain muscle group, you have the opportunity to do that. If you want to lose weight, if you want to gain muscle, I mean, you're talking, you're a part of the right program already, guys. And it's just kind of my goal to pass that knowledge along to you. And I also do some coaching on the side. I'm the oldest of my family, so I have little siblings, 2 little brothers, a little sister, and I've coached them playing softball, football, little league, the whole 9. So it's just trying to teach that next generation to, take care of their bodies, especially with all these other injuries coming around. CTE is a huge, a huge aspect in football, and and a lot of it comes down to proper form and proper technique. And if I can relay that to you guys as well as the next generation, I mean, I feel like I'm making somewhat of a dent in the fitness industry, and that really does help me sleep at night, believe it or not. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my way of giving back, guys. So
I didn't know you coached actual like sports.
Coach sports, yep. Coach sports growing up. I was even a GA, graduate assistant.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I did some coaching at the next level too.
At
and,
Illinois?
At Illinois, yeah.
That's
While
awesome.
I was there, I was on the coaching staff. After I tore my ACL, they still kept me on the team and had me, kind of
Didn't know
relay
that.
signals and stuff. So,
The more you
but
know.
yeah, guys. I mean, that's kind of my story. That's not my whole story, but I mean, that's the gist of it. Everything else is pretty much boring. So, figured I'd keep you entertained. But yeah, I mean, what about you, Coach?
Yeah, for me, like I mentioned, I think like 2 weeks ago, I got into fitness because I think in high school, my junior year, I look back on my driver's license, and that would be super entertaining if you guys saw my
Oh
driver's
man,
license picture
he
right
looks like
now.
a whole nother person.
Holy moly. Same height, 5'11", 6 foot. I like to say 5'12" because I'm not sure what I am. But, long hair, like kind of down to my shoulders. Not the cutest look, but, I rocked it.
You guys know who the Night Stalker is? That was John's hair.
That was me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm going to look it up.
135 pounds, soaking wet. And I was very serious into golf. And that was my first love. And I slept, ate, dreamed about golf 24/7. And that was always my career aspirations, to be a professional golfer ever since I can remember, since I started playing with wiffle clubs and wiffle balls at 2-3 years old, given to me by my godmother. And my dad had the ultimatum from my mom: either continue to play golf or spend more time with her. So he's like, how about let's get some kids going, and then I can spend more time with them at the golf course.
And
So it was a win for
Smart.
everybody.
Taking notes.
Yeah. And so, no, I just wanted to get stronger. I just wanted to be able to hit the ball further, because at the time I could not compete with the kids in my age group that were hitting it further than I was, a little bit bigger. So that's originally how I got into fitness, and I absolutely loved it, and I loved what it did for my confidence. I loved what it did for my self-esteem. I loved that I was able to get a few more girls in high school because of it as well. And so, taking
Ladies,
a
man.
couple girls to prom night was a huge win in getting my, some guns
Yeah,
going.
Yeah,
a little ego
what a
boost.
man.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, but yeah, that was why I got started. Now that why has changed a lot. It's no longer about really the physical for me anymore. Yes, I want to stay healthy. I want to continue to look strong. I want to be able to do things with my friends and my family members that my fitness doesn't become an issue, right? I want to be able to, hopefully in the future have kids and be able to live a long life of being healthy for them and being a good role model for them. Things like that come into play. But I know for me, mentally, it's done a lot more for me than it has physically. Now, really, I just try to work out so that my mental game can stay sharp. There was a time where, I kind of went on a downhill road with my mental health, and that was when I realized I wasn't going to become a professional golfer. You put all your eggs into one basket for 20 years, and I think it's a topic that's not really spoken about enough, but I'm sure Jimmy probably went through this as well. After I realized I wasn't going to become a professional golfer, almost borderline depression hit for me, to where I didn't really know what my life was going to turn out to be. And so I know that if it wasn't for fitness and if it wasn't for Fit Body, I'm not sure where the heck I would have ended up, because that was a really tough time and low point in my life where, the thing that you did growing up your whole life, the thing that you wanted to do, was basically overnight for me. I came to the realization that it just wasn't going to happen. So really now, fitness being the thing that helped save me and kind of bring me out of that into this awesome job that I have now, I'll never allow myself. It's kind of like the thing that Joe mentioned, is for me, it's that fear of going back to that place, like that dark road, where if I don't sustain my fitness level, if I don't put in those workouts 5-6 times a week and clear my mind and have something to look forward to with my job and my workouts, I know what that road will lead to, and I don't ever want to go down that road again. So for me now, it's changed a little bit for myself, and then now for others, by me being able to practice my fitness and practice nutrition and practice learning about leadership and how to be a better leader, I can help translate that over to all of our members. So that is now currently my why that I do it. So it's changed a little bit over time.
Yeah.
Nicely put.
It's awesome how fitness can do that for a lot of people. It's a great self-esteem booster, and yeah, good on you, on both of you guys. That's awesome. So Caesar has a very important question.
My man Caesar.
What up,
So
Cease?
this one, it's just a statement. Favorite dance moves? Demo.
Ooh. Demo as well? Demo, I don't know about that, man.
Yo, I like to pop and lock from
Ooh,
time to
wow.
time, you
Let me
know,
give you
just
some
kind of,
space.
kind of,
Oh shoot!
you know.
Hitting them with it.
I can only do the arms though. I can't do the legs yet. I'll work my way down there eventually, but
I'm known for by
One
my
day.
friends and the whole team. I'll hit the dab every now and then. You know, it's something.
It's a classic.
quick.
That you can't mess up, in my opinion. So I go for the safest moves, because if you guys have ever seen me like bust a move in the studio, it's not very
he's being
good.
modest.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I've seen you bust
so
some moves.
After a couple drinks, they do get a little bit better. They get a little bit better, but you know, typically when we're in the studio, we're completely sober. So
Typically.
Typically.
Okay. Well, you know.
so
I don't know, man.
So yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and demo, but just know,
Well,
like to hit the dab.
He
every
hits
now
the
and
dab
then,
because
you
he gets
know?
to flex on that dab.
Jimmy, they want to know your position that you were.
I was a defensive back. I was a safety linebacker hybrid. I probably had 30 more pounds on me than I do now.
Damn.
Yeah. I was
pure
I was
solid
at like
muscle.
Yoked.
yeah, I was at like 210.
Thanks for losing weight, man. I would have looked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was about, I'm like 5'10", 5'11" now, so I was like 5'11", 210, and I'd play in the box, and if you guys don't know what that means, is I was almost like a safety linebacker hybrid, doing blitzes, taking a lot of hits, you know, to certain body parts, and I still feel it to this day sometimes. But yeah, safety. I did play some offense growing up, but we all know offense sells tickets, but defense wins games. So
Who has bigger arms?
Oh, we have a measuring tape.
We could
we
do
could settle this right now.
I like this new shirt because it kind of hugs the sleeves a little bit more than the other green one.
mine's a large, by the way. John's is a
Mine's
medium.
a large. Don't do that to him. Mine's a large too. I'm just kidding. It's a medium. Yeah, it's a medium. So, Kat said John myself has fierce running man moves. I don't know about that, Kat. I don't know about that, but thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
What else we got? Keep them coming. We're on a roll right now.
Amanda
Ask away,
says the
guys.
Tootsie
Yeah.
Slide.
Get to know us.
Tootsie Slide.
Tootsie Slide.
I haven't learned that one yet.
I've heard.
See, I have a younger
JSJ has
sister.
amazing-
She actually
an
just
amazing
turned
Tootsie Slide.
16 yesterday, and she's all up to date on the new dance moves, and I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah, I don't even
Oh, this is a cool song. Jimmy, this song came out 2 years ago. Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
You don't bust
Alright.
a Tootsie Slide every now and then, man?
I don't even know what a Tootsie Slide is.
I
No,
honestly
I need to get
don't
out more.
either.
Yeah, the TikTok thing is the popular thing right now. I don't, Fabi,
do you have a TikTok account?
Do the kids do the TikTok thing right now with their social media?
Let's see. I can hit the Millie Rock. This is the Millie Rock, right?
So I don't know if you guys can hear Fabi, but she's saying that they're not into the whole TikTok thing, not so much. But my girlfriend's niece, she's 5 years old, and that is Charlotte's friend, Missy's daughter, Charlotte. And Hayden, all her time is spent on TikTok, like all her time. And that girl has like 300 to 350 like videos and more followers than I have on Instagram, which isn't saying much at all, but she's got more followers than I am, and she wants to be TikTok famous. So, you know, gotta have those aspirations, those dreams.
Kat, I see our top 3 favorite exercises. Bicep curls don't
that's a good
count. Let's see. Deadlifts. I'm a big fan of deadlifts, whether
That's
you're doing them
mine.
with barbells or with dumbbells. Maybe if I would have done more deadlifts in high school, I probably wouldn't have had, the injury that I had, because a lot of times, guys, just naturally the way our bodies are built, your quads overpower your hamstrings just from walking from day-to-day life. So if you don't have that balance between your quads and your hamstrings, your knee takes a toll on that. So hamstrings are definitely a muscle that we tend to neglect from time to time, and deadlifts are perfect. You got one you want to throw in there?
I love a good push-up.
Oh, yeah. Push-up city,
I feel
baby.
like the push-up is something that you can do a lot of modifications to it as well. Like you can go single leg, kneeling push-ups. Haven't got to the one-arm push-ups yet, but
lot of
that's
variations.
another progression to make. Once you get a good push-up foundation, I feel like you can do a lot of other different things from that, doing that move correctly. I love a good barbell squat, just putting some heavy weight on your upper back and, try to really dial in that form. I love understanding technique, and I think that comes from years of playing golf and just taking a lot of lessons with golf and understanding technique on the golf swing. And I think that translated over to fitness for me, just trying to break down movements. So, I still like to just kind of film myself and try to see what my body is doing and see if it's in the correct positions. I think that's one of the areas that, we could use a little bit more of from time to time in the studio, because a coach can kind of tell you, hey, try to get your hips here and try to do this with your chest and try to drop a little bit lower. But sometimes not until you actually see yourself on video and camera, you don't actually, it's like, it's an aha moment.
Yeah.
And so I think that's sometimes fun to just, if you're trying to, especially right now, they don't have the coach exactly by your side. It's kind of hard to coach as well as we would like to through Zoom. Film yourself on an exercise, even like send it to one of your coaches. Like, hey, what does my push-up look like? Like this is how it's kind of been. I'm maybe feeling a little bit of aches on my shoulders on this push-up because we've been doing a lot of them with having that as a body weight exercise. Send us a video of your push-ups. Send us a video of your squat. So that way we can check it out and give you our best feedback. That's maybe an idea to mess around with in the future. But I love a good push-up, love a good squat.
And we just to piggyback off of that point there, we have this image in our head when we're doing certain movements, right? And you can watch a video on the movement and be like, oh, wow, I'm not there yet. Like when I swing the golf club, I think Tiger Woods. I look exactly like Tiger Woods. I'll watch the replay of my swing and be like, oh, my goodness, I got to fix that. I'll even watch some replays of some of the workouts here. I'm like, come on, Coach Jimmy, get a little lower on that squat, guy. What are you doing? Pick it up a little bit, huh?
Video is very objective.
Yeah. Another question from Kelly. What are your favorite healthy meals? Healthy meals.
Healthy meal. I'm all about, I can become a creature of habit with my meals just because I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. So for me, if it's up to me and not up to my girlfriend likes to get fancy and everything has to make sense. Like this has to go with that has to go with this. So the whole meal has to go together. Like if it was just up to me, it'd be like, a piece of steak with a good carbohydrate on the side, like potatoes or some rice, something like that.
I'm a big rice guy.
A source of fat on the side of that. For the carbs as well, you can go with like different types of veggies, of course. But then for the fat, like an avocado is probably my favorite thing in the whole world. Like a good avocado, if there was one thing I had to eat for the rest of my life, I would choose avocado.
Don't say it.
An avocado. Oh, it's an avocado. Wow.
Thanks.
I don't know if they know what that video is. I totally know what you meant by that.
Same thing here, guys. I love a good steak. I'm pretty big on white rice because I can cook like 10 cups in like one sitting and have it, the rest of the week. Sweet potatoes, any healthy carbs. Fish, any type of protein. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to do men's physique bodybuilding.
I was gonna say you sound like a straight up bodybuilder.
Yeah. So body, not quite the guys who stand on stage in their little chonies. we were on stage. No, we were on stage in board shorts. So I'm super big on tracking my intake. I weigh all of my meals on a food scale, and I can probably eyeball certain measurements, but I'm very OCD.
Kat wants to see those stage photos.
Yeah.
You want to see those bad boys?
I think those are gonna have to be for another my ID, my driver's license picture, and his stage photos.
Wait till we're in.
Guys, look at my skin tone. I was probably 10 times darker with all the spray tan and canola oil and all glistening up and dehydrated and trying to hold my smile on stage and waving. But yeah, those days are over with.
John says, coming right up, Cat.
Abby said that's what her kids call them, chonies.
Chonies.
I call them chonies as well.
This is a good one. What was the most inspirational moment of fitness you experienced? That's from Kelly Savage Red.
Ooh, Kelly had to hit us with the
Yeah.
the thinking question here. Man.
Most
Repeat that for us, Ben.
What was the most inspirational moment of fitness you experienced?
Oh my gosh,
that's a good one.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Huh.
I would say like the best like fitness moment that I've had, I guess it wouldn't be that tough. Like the half Ironman that I did, for me that was an awesome accomplishment that if you guys don't know, in the first half Ironman that I tried to do, the swim portion got canceled due to fog. So, I got to do the bike and the run, which was still really difficult. I mean, John and Kara and a lot of the team was there. And at the end of it, I mean, I thought I was going to die. Like, I don't know if I didn't prepare or I didn't drink enough water but I mean, they were there. And I had like a moment where I was like ready to faint. And because I didn't get to swim, I knew that I would do another one. So this last December, it was in Palm Springs, and 70 miles of pushing yourself on a bike, a swim, and a run. And at the end of it, the finish line feeling was just amazing. So for me, that's definitely my biggest fitness moment that I could always look back on and be like, damn, that's pretty cool. I did that. I would like to do a full one day. I don't know when that would be. It's a huge commitment time-wise and financially as well. They cost a lot of money. So I don't know when that would happen, but I definitely know that I'll do one at some point, a full one.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, just to kind of circle back to my, I guess, bodybuilding days, I did a 12-week prep. Most preps are usually around 12 to 16 weeks, and then you step on stage, right? So I did, 12-week prep, no alcohol, no cheat meals, none of that. Every single meal was tracked to the number. I had a coach I was working with, and I think a lot of that just kind of tested my mental capabilities and, helped me stay focused. And I figured if I can get through that, I can get through anything. So just setting a goal and achieving it is my type of inspiration. I'm sure that applies to you guys too. Writing a certain date on the calendar and getting done what you need to get done by that certain date. I mean, that brings joy to me. So.
Looks like John posted a picture or something.
Would I do it again? I don't think. I can't say that I would ever do it again. I noticed that, like most things, most competitions of that sort, a lot of politics involved when it comes to stepping up on stage. And when you do step up on stage, I mean, you're up there to win it, right? But I know there's a lot of politics involved with some of the coaching, some of the teams. It was expensive just to compete. You had to pay your way to compete and just to step on stage. The food every week, oh my goodness. I mean, that added up too. Buying chicken breasts, every other day, and buying different types of meals, and that added up. But I'm glad I could say I did it. I have pictures. I can show my children. I can show my grandchildren, right? Awesome. I have a big blow-up picture of myself right above my bed. So when I wake up every morning, I look at myself. Just kidding.
Just like, wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Look at that.
Like that one right there. Did you place?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. I competed in 3 shows. First show I took 2nd overall. Third show I took 3rd. And then first was 2nd place. Second time was 3rd place. Third time was 2nd place. So I didn't get more than 2nd place. But I mean, some of these guys, I'm just like, wow,
Awesome achievement.
Some of these guys don't have a single ounce of fat on them. I'm like, how did you achieve that? Through probably other methods, but I mean, we won't go into that.
The favorite cheat meals, Caesar and Valerie want to know.
That's a great one.
Yeah, speaking of bodybuilding.
I love pizza. Love me some pizza, and I love a hamburger.
Heard that.
And my mom's cooking. I mean, I don't know if I would really consider that a cheat meal. She likes to still make stuff pretty healthy, but I'll take my mama's cooking any day of the week. But yeah, pizza would probably have to be my favorite food.
I love me some pizza as well. I'm a big advocate for chili cheese fries too, guys. Oh my goodness. 2 places. The Hat I like their chili cheese fries there.
Solid.
And then Imperial Burger in La Habra. You guys know that spot? That's my spot right there. But yeah, I love when the cheese melts and it's greasy and oof. You guys are making me hungry.
Grease.
Uh-oh.
Giving our members ideas, Jimmy,
I know.
for dinner, man.
And,
Kat asks, do you have tattoos?
Ooh,
If yes,
good
describe.
questions, Kat.
Yeah, these are solid.
I don't have any tattoos. No. I think they're cool. I think they look good, and I have some good ideas, but I just never really got up and gotten it done. I'm a little pansy, I guess, when it comes to the needle.
I don't have any either. I've kind of gone back and forth with, but I just don't like needles.
Yeah.
Like I'm too much of a, like you said, like I just wouldn't want to go through the process of, a needle
Just
stabbing
sitting
me
there.
so many times
Uh-huh.
and I really don't know if there was anything that I would like to have on my body, like for the rest of my life.
Forever.
So I'm not opposed to it. I think they're,
I think they look
art.
awesome.
and
Yeah, I think
they could be great.
I
but
love me good art.
Not really. No, not at the time. I don't have one, and I don't plan to get one. So maybe if I do that Iron Man, though,
Get the Iron Man tattoo.
I can get the Iron Man.
That's got to be a must,
That's
man.
an achievement.
It'll definitely fit. Hopefully it would fit. I'm a little calf. I hope it would fit. I'm a little calf. And that's where you're supposed to get it. But so hopefully there's enough room there for the tattoo artist to do its
Is that
job.
sort of like tradition in Iron Man? Is to get the thing on your calf?
I think not until you do a full one.
Okay.
It's like that's kind of like the unwritten rule. Like you can't get an Iron Man tattoo.
You haven't
and-
earned it yet. until it's the
Yeah.
full.
So a half Iron Man is, I guess no great feat. So one day.
Yeah, not at all.
I saw a question from Marky Mark.
Oh.
Favorite music to listen to when we work out? Other than Travis Scott.
Yeah, I love me
And-
some hip hop and EDM. I love those two genres when I work out. But I would say if I had to go with one, it'd have to be just some hip hop. The less sense that it makes, the more that I like it. So honestly, I have really bad taste in music, and I know it, but it sounds good to me. So yeah, EDM and hip hop.
Yeah. Same thing, guys. I mean, I think sometimes it depends on my mood. Like if I'm putting up some heavy weight that day, I'll like some like hard rock, some like System of a Down and like that style music. But if I'm like vibing out, doing some cardio, throw some hip hop in there. I love some West Coast hip hop. I love that old school stuff. The Dr. Dre, the Tupac.
Oh yeah.
The Snoop Dogg. I'm all about that stuff. And I love some EDM too. If I'm on the treadmill, I'll throw like a YouTube live set, and I'll pretend I'm at a pool party in Vegas while I'm running on a treadmill. So,
What about country?
Country,
Ellen says?
John's not a big country guy.
No.
He's not a big country guy. I love country, just not when I'm working out. Like if I'm hanging out on a Sunday playing some, cornhole and having a drink. I know Ben likes country
yeah,
as
I love me
well.
some country.
Yeah.
It makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Country makes
yeah,
too much
it makes too
sense?
much sense. Like it's
Wow, I can really relate
it's
to
too
this.
relatable.
JSJ gets in the feels sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
So yeah, I feel like the rap songs I have nothing to relate to, and just go really into it.
Yeah.
Amy says John's favorite is J-Lo.
My
JSJ?
favorite. No, that's for the members. After the Super Bowl this last year, I put together a J-Lo and a Shakira playlist.
Let's set the
and
record
it
straight.
seemed to be a hit with the members, so I just kept playing it and pretended like I really liked it. But deep down inside, I was like, I cannot wait to get in my car and drive home so I could listen to
Get
some
far
hip-hop.
away from here.
It's all about the members. So we learned that early on in our careers, and
So selfless.
that will continue.
And you guys know I love playing that pit bull when you guys are in the studio. That's my
Oh,
go-to.
shoot.
Yeah.
Cynthia's doing some cardio as
What?
she listens to the. That's amazing, Cynthia's getting her car. I think she's
Crushing
on the
it.
treadmill right now. I hope you're listening to some hip hop. I'll send you a playlist in a second, Cynthia. All right, or I'll send you my J-Lo and Shakira playlist. Fabiola says, "Where do you work out?"
The studio.
Keep that a secret, huh?
The studio. Yeah.
Keep it secret.
Right.
Right now, for us, it's basically at the studio
Or at
Yeah.
home. Yeah. Trying to get creative with the equipment we got, I guess, because most of our
Yeah.
equipment you guys have, which is, A-okay. But, and I think it's kind of been, the switch has been good. Going
Yeah.
from a big box gym, which we work out at from time to time, to a studio, and you kind of just get lost in your own thoughts, and you know, bang out the workout, and I enjoy it. Sometimes JSJ and I kind of will work out together and throw some things together and kind of feed off of each other's energy, and I think that's great. And I feel like that's kind of the same things you guys do in the studio, right? When there's 15, 20, 30 of you in the studio, everyone's kind of feeding off of each other's energy and all there for the same goal, and, you know, just kind of getting after it together. So
I think that's been one of the blessings of this whole quarantine thing. We've had to get more creative with, you know,
100%.
instead of just doing the typical exercises that we've kind of grew to know and love, like now just trying to put together and research some new movements. And now a lot of my workouts, instead of like actual A, B, C, D, I'm going to go in here and do these things, like I'll just kind of warm up for a long time, 15 to 20 minutes. And during that time, the caffeine's kind of kicking in. I'm getting my endorphins flowing. And next thing you know, like just starting to get really creative with trying to come up with some new movements. So once our doors open back up, we're definitely going to have some new
moves in there, huh?
Throw in there.
Some new
that can be really
a new shot in the bag for you guys. Pretty pumped about it.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, definitely.
So we got just a few more minutes, guys. So if you have any more questions, go ahead and throw them in chat. We'll cut this off at 5:35, so that's 3 more minutes because we need to get ready for the 6 p.m.
be
workout.
and rolling at 6 p.m.
It's going to be a fun one.
Fun lower body glute pump workout. Joe, you did it this morning, right, Joe?
My buns are still on fire.
I'm pumped for it, as always.
Cynthia's getting her warm up in right now. She's going to rock that 6 p.m. class.
Nice.
Kara sends lots of fire emojis. Awesome. I'm going to send
fire
an
and
otter
peach
emoji
emojis
back.
from Kara. I love it.
Do you listen to Spanish music, Alejandra Perez?
Ooh,
asks.
Alex. What's up, Alex? I don't, but you know, both of my parents are, they actually grew up in Mexico, and they listen to a lot of Spanish music. I've been living with my parents for the last year, and so my Spanish has improved quite a bit. And so I think if we ever need to host a session in Spanish, Fabiola, you could probably agree that I could probably do that. Not well, but somewhat.
Hablamos un poco español.
Muy poquito, muy poquito. I said that with like a Cuban accent. I don't know why, but
I understood that.
I don't really listen to Spanish music, no, but I do. One of the goals I had for this year was read a book in Spanish. I feel like that could really, I don't know, help me to improve my Spanish, reading a book in Spanish. So a little bit different, but do speak a little bit of Espanol.
Yeah. So I don't mind a little Spanish music. You know, my mom, my grandma will crank it up if we're cleaning the house on the weekend, you know, getting down, sweeping up, mopping the floors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about it. Hitting the washing machine with the bitty bitty bomb bomb. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
There you go. We got a few good questions that just came in. We could do like rapid fire here.
Let's do it.
All right. So what's your favorite style class to teach?
Style class.
I'll say I love a good sweaty session. Like I love to teach that because the intensity is high, and it's actually really made for like a coach to like be quick, right? When it starts getting a little bit slower, sometimes it's hard to entertain as a coach. But when things are quick from one movement to another, like it seems to flow a little bit better. So I love a good sweaty session and an ab session. I love teaching a good ab session. Sometimes teach those on Sundays when the studio is open.
Yeah. Same thing, guys. I mean, if you don't know it about me yet, I can't sit in place. I love to do a lot of pacing.
Always moving.
I'm always moving. I'm always going back and forth. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just going from this station to that station, and that station from this station, getting steps on my Fitbit. But yeah, I'm same way. I love when the class is moving, going from station to station to station, and everyone's kind of bouncing around, you know, and you have a goal in mind, a purpose in mind, and just getting there and getting the thing done and moving on. So
Definitely high energy.
yeah. What else we got?
Kelly asked, and maybe it might be a good last question to ask, when the Brea and Laverne gyms are going to open up. Are they going to open up after June 1st? That is to be determined exactly, Kelly, but we do know that Brea, Chino Hills, I think
Chino Hills.
it's confirmed that we're going to try to open up Chino Hills on June 1st. So Brea will probably be soon after that because Laverne is in the LA County.
Yep.
That has the tightest restrictions as far as reopening protocol. So hopefully Brea soon after Chino Hills, and we're itching to get back in the studio.
We're so ready, guys. I'm
just as much as you guys. We miss you guys, and we miss doing what we do is coaching in person and being hands-on and interacting with you guys. So yeah, we're itching to get back in the studio
100%.
and show you guys those new moves we've been cooking up as well.
Yep.
So that's pretty much all we got time for, huh, Ben?
Yeah, that's all we got. That's all she wrote. Well, thank you, everybody, for popping in and throwing your questions at us.
Appreciate
you guys wanting to hear about us.
Yeah.
I don't think I've,
Let's go back to talking about you guys.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel just awkward. So you want to learn? You want to talk about me? Me?
All right,
Yeah.
so we're
All right,
going to cut it off, but we're going to be back at 6 p.m. With our workout. So thank you all
Later,
for
guys.
hanging
Thank
out.
you
so
in a little
much.
bit.
Yeah, we'll see you
Should
soon.
be a good, fun workout. All right.